Welcome to Vetted, the channel dedicated to exploring the unexplained and sharing real accounts of the unknown. Today, we continue a fascinating journey into the profound and often startling effects of consciousness expansion. Building upon a previously shared testimony of synchronicities and shifting realities, we delve into a specific, intensely vivid event, a direct auditory message received during a Gateway Tapes session. This is an account of fear, foresight, and the challenging path through the unknown, revealing how the universe might offer guidance in the most unexpected ways. Some years ago, a significant traumatic episode shattered my world. It was a period of intense upheaval where the very ground beneath my feet felt like it had given way. In the desperate search for healing and a way to navigate this broken reality, I began exploring the Gateway Tapes. It was a leap into the unknown, a last resort for a mind struggling to cope. As I shared a part of that story before, about the persistent appearance of the number 37 as a shifting pattern in my life, that was just one facet of the strange phenomena that began to unfold around me with the use of those tapes. There's so much more that happened, a tapestry of subtle shifts and undeniable occurrences that accompanied my deep dives into those consciousness-expanding sessions. And I feel compelled to share more with this community, where I sense a genuine understanding, a space where people can truly grasp the profound and often inexplicable nature of what I'm talking about. In my everyday life, among those who know me personally, I've never spoken about these experiences. They feel too out of this world, too deeply personal to articulate without the risk of dismissal or misunderstanding. It was only recently, under a different name online, that I even began writing about it, because the sheer weight of carrying these experiences alone became too much. The specific episode I'd like to share today is something that profoundly scared me at the time it happened. It was a jolt, a direct message that shook me to my core. But just like the recurring pattern of the number 37, which initially baffled me but now seems so clear, I see now that this particular message, in retrospect, all makes sense. Its initial terror has transformed into a chilling clarity, a testament to its prophetic truth. One evening, I was deeply engrossed in a session listening to the Free Flow 12 tape. The Free Flow series is designed to help you release stress and facilitate a non-linear journey into consciousness. At that time, my life was particularly high pressure. I had just received a big promotion at work, a significant step up with exciting but daunting new responsibilities and expectations. I was navigating new team dynamics, increased workload, and the constant demand to prove myself in this elevated role. I hoped the session would simply help me clear my mind, offering a much-needed mental respite from the incessant professional demands. I didn't have any specific goal, no particular question I was seeking an answer to. I just sought peace and mental clarity. I started the tape, and as is often the case with these deep meditation exercises, for a long time, what felt like the majority of the session, it was just silence. My mind drifted, sensations ebbed and flowed, but nothing particularly noteworthy occurred. I was simply floating in that liminal space between conscious thought and deeper awareness. Then, shattering the profound internal quiet, something entirely unexpected happened. Suddenly, I heard a deep male voice say, with startling clarity and volume out loud, "Free fall." It was so incredibly vivid, so undeniably real, that my initial reaction was pure disorientation. I wasn't sure if the voice had originated within the room, a literal sound perceived by my physical ears, or if it was a deep, resonant thought projected directly into my mind. A form of internal telepathy so powerful it mimicked external reality. I scanned the room, though I knew I was alone. The silence returned instantly, making the abrupt pronouncement even more jarring. It genuinely scared me, not only because it was so loud, so sudden, so there, but also because of the immediate, unsettling meaning it conveyed. Why free fall? The phrase itself evokes images of loss of control, descent, a plummet into the unknown. It felt foreboding, a direct warning. I tried, desperately, to dismiss it. My rational mind immediately sought explanations. A straight thought, an auditory hallucination, induced by the deep meditative state. Maybe even residual sound from the tape itself, though I knew free fall wasn't part of the standard narration. But by then, I already harbored strong suspicions that the effects of the gateway tapes weren't just my imagination or wishful thinking. The persistent appearance of the number 37, the chilling sensation of being observed, these had already laid the groundwork for believing in something beyond the conventional. So, while I tried to shrug off the fear, the message clung to me, a chilling prophecy. Now, a couple of years later, as I look back at the trajectory of my life since that night, I think I understand the meaning with profound clarity. What followed was exactly that, a free fall. Not a literal plummet into despair, but a period of intense, unpredictable change. Everything at work, specifically the newly acquired responsibilities and dynamics that had been causing me so much pressure, began to shift in so many unexpected ways. My entire role was redefined. My manager changed. The whole organization underwent a turbulent restructuring. It was chaos for a while, a period of uncertainty and adaptation that felt like being unmoored from everything familiar. It was disorienting, challenging, and often exhausting. But eventually, unexpectedly, the dust settled, and when it did, that period of intense, disorienting change had led me to an even better role and a higher salary. The free fall had been a necessary, albeit frightening, descent into the unknown, a dismantling of existing structures that ultimately cleared the path for growth and elevation. It was a turbulent, but ultimately beneficial transformation. And that precise, deep male voice saying free fall still gives me profound chills today. Not only because it was so undeniably vivid and real in the moment, but also because, as time unfolded, it proved to be so true. A perfect, concise premonition of the tumultuous, but ultimately positive path my career would take. I see now that the meaning was exactly this, a free fall into the unknown before everything could miraculously fall into place. It was a direct, prophetic message, a guidepost delivered from a deeper reality, preparing me for a period of necessary disequilibrium before a new, better equilibrium could be found. It speaks to a level of intelligence and foresight that is truly humbling. I often wonder if anyone else out there has experienced something similar. Did you hear clear phrases or specific words during deep meditations, lucid dreams, or other altered states that only made profound sense long after the fact? Is there a way, I often ponder, to understand these messages in the moment, to grasp their full significance when they are first delivered, rather than only in hindsight? But there's another, more immediate question that weighs on me. I'm in a really good place now. The healing from the initial trauma has progressed. My career is thriving. My personal life feels stable. And to be honest, I'm afraid to restart using the tapes because I don't know what they might change. There's a deep-seated fear of initiating another free fall, another period of intense, destabilizing transformation, even if the eventual outcome might be positive. How do you overcome the fear of starting again, of willingly stepping back into the unknown when you finally found solid ground? Yet the call to go deeper, to explore those realms again, is still powerfully there, a persistent whisper from the edges of my consciousness. It's a compelling, terrifying invitation to continue the journey. This testimony offers a rare and powerful glimpse into the direct, prophetic guidance that some individuals report receiving during expanded states of consciousness. The precision of the free fall message and its subsequent manifestation in real-world events raises profound questions about the nature of time, prescience, and the deeper layers of reality accessible through practices like the gateway tapes. What are your thoughts on this astonishing account? Have you ever received a clear, predictive message during meditation or other altered states? How do you balance the call to explore the unknown with the desire for stability? Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Vetted for more true encounters, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. Let's keep the conversation going.